Okay. Hey there, everybody. How's it going? Welcome back to This Is Everybody podcast with Gabriel Bautista, episode 33. Did not 33, just normal 3. But, the first thing on my mind that I really wanted to talk about is this fascination that I have with people getting banned from like social media, like Andrew Tate, uh, you Boosie Badass, and then I have a homie model who got banned on TikTok, and he's a model. All he does is model, and they banned him for modeling. I'm like, whoa, what is going on with people getting banned for what they do? You know what I mean? I get like, why people would dislike Andrew Tate. You know what I mean? I get why you would kind of ban Boosie, but that's Boosie. You know what I mean? Like, why would you hate on Boosie for who he is? And Boosie. You know what I mean? Like, well, you can't. No, it's just like I think a lot of people are canceling people just because they can, but it's not like you're not you're taking away the just people allowing people to be people. You know what I mean? And all people to a degree are all ignorant. Everybody's gonna have something controversial to say about something. Like it's just you can't tell somebody to not say something that you don't like, and yet you may say something that another person may not like. You know what I mean? It's just, and then you're like, yo, I'm not gonna let you talk. You know? And what if somebody did that to you? It's just crazy to me to see like a lot of people don't even know how to block somebody. You know what I mean? You can just block somebody's content. I've done it before. There's certain people that I don't watch. I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna watch this person. Block. Period. It's just a button. I'm gonna block you. I'm not gonna take away your whole livelihood. That's just rude. That sounds crazy to me. Like, hey man, I don't like you, so I'm gonna take you off of everything. Whoa, that's wild. That's pretty freaking crazy if you think about that. You know what I mean? What if you do what you do, right? Whatever it is, you doing what you do. You do your stuff. You do a thing, and then somebody's like, I don't like you, so I'm gonna take that all away from you. How you gonna pay your bills? How you gonna feed your kids if you have kids? How you gonna pay for a date if you can't pay for a date? And now I'm thinking, they're blocking people. They even blocked a former president. I mean, I know what he said was pretty crazy. Trump has a crazy brain, but they blocked the president. That's pretty freaking gnarly if you think about me. So it's like, who's next? You tell like, do you guys? I mean, who's next? Who are they blocking next? I mean, it's freaking insane. Everybody. And then like, who did they block? I heard they blocked this guy named Eddie Bravo, comedian. I don't know if he's like a former youth fighter. That's crazy, man. Like people are getting blocked. Whoa. And yeah, just that's just wild to me. And then like another thing that I've been like thinking about is like how inflation has been going. You know what I mean? Like back in the day, I was told that you could go to a movie theater for like 2 pennies or like a nickel. I was told that rent used to be like $2.75 a month. I was like $2.75 a month, and people now are paying like 1,000 a month, bro. What is going on with our world, man? Everybody's like paying too much for everything, especially in California. You know what I mean? But I'm told like in other states everything is a lot cheaper. But I guess like, you pay the cost to live to where you want to live, and you can't complain. A lot of people are gonna complain, but one thing you can't complain about is how hot everything has been lately. Everything is over 100 degrees lately. It's Labor Day, and I don't feel like I'm taking a rest. I feel like I'm in labor. Because it's too freaking hot, dude. I mean, no disrespect for the ladies who go through labor. No idea what that feels like. I have a lot of lady friends, that got their periods. They go through that. Respect. I have no idea what that feels like to be bleeding through that. You know what I mean? Like it's probably a lot. It's probably what I mean. And sounds every time my I have a sister friend. She tells me a lot about what she be going through, and I'm like, wow, that sounds crazy. Like I wouldn't imagine myself bleeding from my dick. Like if I bled from my dick, I'd pass out. I would pass out. I'd call it off for a whole week. Not even a whole week. I wouldn't even come out. I wouldn't even say anything. It's like, hey boss, I can't go to work. Why? Because I'm bleeding from my dick. It just sounds a lot. So I have respect for women. And then on top of that, another thing that's been on my mind was I had this story in my head. Homeless people are wild, dude. And they're wildly brave. They just have no borderlines to what they can't do. Like I had this homeless guy, like this one homeless guy came up to me and asked me for $40. $40, bro. Like I get $2, I get $3, $40. bro. What? What? They taxing you on rent prices with the tents you live in, bro. What? It doesn't even make sense. Like I don't even look like I got it. You know what I mean? Like I find it like, like that's crazy. And this one time, like I got this one story. This one time I take the train a lot. I'm at the train station, and this is one homeless guy. I didn't even know he was homeless at first, but he first presented himself like, "Hey man, like I just got out of the hospital, had a wristband. I'm trying to get back home. Can you help me with like a buck or two?" I gave him $4. You know what I mean? And then I come back the same day later throughout the day. I see the guy again, and he comes up to me, says the same old script he told me, and then he asked me for some money, and I said no. You know what I mean? And then I come back the next day, and then I run into him again, and he doesn't remember me again, and he asked me like, "Hey man, can I get for like a couple dollars?" I'm like, "No." And then the fourth time, he kind of recognized me, and then I don't know what happened next. I think he just disappeared. But I think you gotta respect the man for his hustle, even if you know what I mean. Even if they're just asking for money, I kind of respect it because these people gotta stand in the sun. You be seeing these homeless people standing by the freeway, like, wow, I have respect for your bravery, sir. The fact that you know you're gonna go out there, get sunburned, and you're still gonna be asking for money, like, yo, man, that sounds harder than working at McDonald's. Cause I used to work at a taqueria, and ain't nothing cool about it. You know what I mean? But it ain't nothing cool about standing in the sun. You know what I mean? Why don't you like flip a sign and get paid for that? You know what I mean? You're gonna get sunburned, you're gonna get the same results. You're gonna get paid the same amount of crappy money, but at least you get to, you know what I mean? You get to do what you do, you know. But then who am I to judge? You know what I mean? We've all not like we've all been in that position where we all don't want to work. I have so much respect for the people that are just bold enough to say, "Yeah, can I get $40? $40? That's different. That is different." But yeah, recently I've been writing a script. Just did a photo shoot a couple days ago, and then yeah, and then I got this video. I got my first couple millions of views on this video that I helped be a part of with this YouTuber named Devin Graham, and his team. Everybody's cool. This producer named Daniel. I got to work on something for the animation community, the video game community, where we had to play characters from Among Us. I played this character named Pink, and it was fun, man. It was fun just being around that environment, like where people are like more known than you, people are better than you. I love to be around people that are way better than me at everything, like because it just shows like I got a lot to learn, and that I still have more room to grow. It checks my ego because one thing I do struggle with, I have an ego, and that's like something that's why I don't have any mirrors in my room because like my ego is huge. I think everybody has to like. I think we live in a society where we're supposed to like glorify ourselves, but now I'm thinking it's to the extent that's kind of borderline toxic, where we have too much vanity for ourselves, but don't aren't selfless enough to really help out others. You know what I mean? And but then who am I to judge? You know what I mean? This is your life. You can live however you want it. If you want to love yourself to the fullest and treat yourself a certain way, do it. I just feel like we're in a time where like people are like not really having the balance. You know what I mean? And not really checking their ego is like, I'm human, dude. You know what I mean? Like, I'm human. We're all human, and we're all imperfect. I don't know why we always want to be known as perfect or present ourselves as perfect. We're all far from perfect. I'm far from perfect. I have done mistakes in my life. I've fallen short a couple times, many times, which is why I have a lot of cool stories. But you know, we all can't claim to the image of perfection and want to be um like want to present ourselves to people like we have it all together, because no one has it together, man. Your parents and my dad didn't have it together when he had me. It was a shitstorm. You know what I mean? And the fact that we have allowed the narrative of being presenting ourselves as we got it all together, I think it's kind of like causing people to feel like they're alone in their pain, alone in their suffering. You know what I mean? Because I don't think that. Yeah, I think people got to just be honest. Like, hey, man, I'm in the zone, but we trying. You know what I mean? Don't let yourself drown out there in the zone too much. Because if you let yourself be drowned out by depression too much, it can lead to all types of paths. You know what I mean? And it like you got to be wanting to get out of the slump. I feel like if you push yourself out of it, you're gonna find a better route. Because I used to suffer with depression and I was suicidal to an extent a couple years ago when my brother died, and I didn't know what to do, man. I didn't know what to do then, and I really wanted to quit on life, and I somehow pushed through. Somehow, like I feel like you will never know what's next if you don't push for what's next. You know what I mean? Like if you end the song right there, you won't get to hear the full song. You know what I mean? Everybody's I view people like music. Everybody's their own song. Everybody's like a different part of the genre in the world. And like you don't want to end that song too soon. You want to savor the moments. Each moment. You don't want to skip it. Like, we're in a generation where we just can skip things. We're gonna fast forward to it. We're gonna go fast back to it. Like you know what I mean? Just enjoy the moment. You ain't gonna get a moment like that again. You know what I mean? We are like, you know what I mean? Your first love is gonna be your first love. You know what I mean? Uh, you're all gonna face tragedy in life, but we all need to go through it to build character. You know what I mean? And I feel like we're now in a time where, again, back to censoring people, we're becoming too overly sensitive because our life is too good, and we don't have anything else to say about our own lives. And maybe we do. We just are putting our own pain and insecurities that we feel about ourselves onto others, and we feel a need to stop another person from being themselves because we can't let ourselves be ourselves. That's crazy. I'm not even high at all, you guys. Plus, I can't smoke weed. If I smoke weed, I get depressed. I get lost in thought, dude. My friend one time, a couple days ago, the same day I did my photo shoot, I think he hotboxed the car, dude. And dude, I couldn't think. I started thinking about my need to seek attention all the time. I was like, dude, why am I always like wanting attention? It's because I never had it when I was a kid, dude. It was so deep. Like my need to promote my work, all this other stuff. I mean, yeah, it's true, man. I do seek attention. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm honest with it. I think that's the difference. I have respect for people that are completely honest with what they want to be. If you want to be, this person, then be open about it. Don't hide it. Don't sugarcoat it. Just be who you are. And you could tell when people have a guard up when they meet other people. You know what I mean? Like, why have a guard up? I mean, they ain't going. I mean, people are gonna judge you regardless. I know people. There are people that don't like me. There are people that I've let a bad impression on, and there are people I've let a good impression on. And it is what it is. You just gotta accept the fact that not everyone's gonna like you, and even your approach to things is never gonna be perfect. So once you accept that, and also accept the fact that they don't pay your bills, you know what I mean? They not running your house. They can't tell you what to do. Then you good. And I guess that comes back to the terms of like, why you gotta be too sensitive about another person's opinion? You know what I mean? If they're saying it out loud, they're not saying it to you. It's just an opinion. You know what I mean? Like when people protest their thoughts, they're just saying what they feel. You know what I mean? And you're allowed to do that. It's the same with talking. Everyone's allowed to talk and say what's on their mind. You know what I mean? However, there are certain people that I feel like should not say shit. Like child pedophiles, shut up. I don't need to hear that shit. You guys, shut up. Dude, maybe everybody needs a little bit of grace, but I don't know, man. I just can't deal with people that think like that really genuinely need help. You know what I mean? I feel like there's people that genuinely need help about the way that they think, and I don't know where it stems from. To be honest, like I don't know. We live in a society where it's getting crazier by the day, and like going out in public is sometimes like difficult. Like I saw this video on the internet. Well, I don't because just go through Instagram about this one person getting attacked in midday by a random dude in midday at the park at a public place. It doesn't make any sense. Like, bro, stop, stop, man, stop. It just pisses me off, bro. That like people are just stupid, bro. Like, what's wrong with you? The fact that, uh, but that goes to say we gotta be there for each other, especially at a time like this where inflation's high. Uh, People are getting banned for a lot of stuff. People are stealing. People are committing fraud. People are doing what they got to do to get by, and they don't even care anymore. They're hurting other people. So I feel like we got to stick together, everybody. I'll be here for you the best way that I can. I don't know how I can be there for you guys, and you guys somehow be there for me. Because that's what a community is all about. A community is family, and family is community. And if you don't have none of that, then you feel like you're alone. But you guys are never alone. I'm not alone. We're always loved, and there's always somebody else going through it. So I feel like if you guys open yourselves up to one another, talk about your pain, talk about your situations, they might not even have the right words to say to you, but they will have the gift of presence. And sometimes just being there for somebody is the best you can do. You know what I mean? Like, I have great friends, I have great family members, but like, my friends will never understand what it's like to grow up the way that I did. And I've accepted that. I've accepted the fact that, my conditions are unique to mine and their conditions are unique to theirs. But I think it's important to just be there. And if as long as you're there for your friends, uh, they're gonna be there for you. And no one's perfect. People gonna let you down. Accept that. Embrace the fact that nobody's perfect. Once you embrace that, you just, for the most part, don't take anything to offense. And when you do, just don't affiliate yourself with those people at all. You know, I mean, that's how I try to live life. Like, live life like, day by day. Try not to take anything personal. And when people offend me, I just pray to God to forgive them. And I also have to forgive them in my heart. Like, I recently forgave my mother for abandoning me when I was a kid. That was a couple of days ago, and I think that was like an honest forgiveness. I've never really experienced that before, where I finally understood the pain of what it's like to be a human. And being a human is hard, man. It ain't perfect. There's it's a hard path to walk, but I think I genuinely believe if you push through, there's always going to be something better. And the proof is within the pudding. You know what I mean? You look at these guys like Steve Harvey, who battled through homelessness a couple times, couple years, and now he's one of the biggest entertainers of all time. Kevin Hart, he had to battle through what he did, and now he's one of the biggest comedians, pioneers in comedy of all time. Uh, I mean, I've accomplished a lot for where I came from. I came from dirt poverty, and I would not have been able, or I would not be able to do the things that I'm doing now if I quit. You know what I mean? I have a brother in prison. I have a brother who's dead, and they all did their choices, and I saw the choices that the bad ones can do. So I did the best that I could to do the good ones. I don't even know what a good choice is. I think there's all choices at the end of the day, but in the end, your choices define you. Another person's voice does not define your future, which is why you shouldn't take offense to anybody. Somebody's gonna say you're nothing. Somebody might not even believe in you and believe in your potential, and somebody may say something hurtful. But that person's word does not define your life. And you make your life what it is, and that's it. There's not really much else to it. I believe in God, so I put my hands in the life of God. I let Christ be my witness, my guide. And some people are gonna let other things be their guide. But at the end of the day, it's whatever brings you a peace of mind. And just be you, man. Be you. Don't be afraid to be you, and stop feeling like you need to feel the need to always be perfect. Cause no one's perfect, man. We're all imperfect, but that's cool. It's okay to be imperfect, man. But that's it for today. Thank you guys for taking time to watch this. Please continue to kill it. Y'all gonna have a great week. It's Monday, Labor Day is the holidays, so I can't wait to have this up by tomorrow, hopefully. And just rock on, you guys. Feel free to follow me at G Bautista Official, and then yeah, I'm gonna play like a quick clip to the trailer of the thing I got to be in, and I'll post the link in the bio if you guys want to watch it. Feel free. And then yeah, a lot of good things are coming. A lot of great things are happening. And before I end this, I'm gonna do a prayer. I don't know why. I just feel like praying right now. I feel like it's a good thing to pray. So y'all could partake in this or not. But okay, here I go. Heavenly Father up above, thank you for the day. Thank you for the amount of grace that you've shown all of us. I like to ask for your forgiveness for me, and I pray that you forgive any other person who feels like they can't forgive themselves or they can't forgive the life around them. I want to pray for anybody watching this right now, and that you may help them through whatever endeavors that they're going through, and help all of us become stronger, become better, and I pray that you continue to open more doors of opportunity for abundance and in the financial need, and spiritual healing and trauma, dealing with trauma, and if anybody seeks you, I pray that you answer their questions, because anybody who asks shall receive, and anybody who knocks, the door shall open. So we knock on those doors and we ask you that we may receive whatever it is we may receive, and just thank you for everything. We pray for all these things in the name of Jesus Christ. We pray. Amen. 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 Well, that's it, you guys.